Okay, we're all in. All 4 players in on both teams. We're going to have a match here. So one more time before we get started, put your hands together for Optic Gaming versus Vitality. We're in the game.
Yeah, we're starting off with the man who showed up fashionably late, Optic Scumper.
And Scumpy's going to be pushing up here into the top control area. He's going to be looking to get that top nest positioning. And right now, Optic Gaming, no slow start for them. They are immediately pushing through. However, you got Vitality on that B flag, going ahead and capping it right away. So that Vitality strategy pays off, but Scumpy doing some work back here, and that's going to be 3 down for Optic Gaming. Proofy last alive. He's going to go ahead and challenge this B flag. What? You're a maniac, Proof.
Oh, he's crazy. He does have 1. He's going to make short work. Will he get the 2-piece? He spots a guy.
Oh, and there you go. He's got nice
markers.
shots in him, and Optic Gaming managing to take control of that B flag right back. So Vitality with that early strategy, rushing the B flag, but it doesn't quite pay off. And now you got Optic actually having to threaten again. So Vitality actually might gain control once more here, Scott, and they managed to do so. So great strategy out of the Frenchman.
Yeah, and you know, it looked like Optic Gaming just kind of got a little bit of a slow start there off the rip. They sent 2 guys into control room. I think they were expecting someone to push that map room, and no one did. But it looks like they are going to be able to hop on this nade shots by himself. And if you're not familiar with domination, the more people you have on the flag, the quicker you have it. And oh, he is able to win that battle. He does have another one to his left. He's going to be taken out. We're going to jump on board here with Carnage, who just took out nade shot, spots 1, and he's looking to get a second.
Yeah, no, Carnage is going to be in this fight right here inside green. He's going to go down to Scumpy. Scumpy picks that up. Gataga now is threatening the B flag. Where is a player in green here for Optic Gaming? Gataga looking seemingly in the right spot, just can't manage to get that pick. And now you see Optic Gaming maintaining control. Nade shot throwing a couple nades here towards the B flag, and he is going to spot a player here on that flag. There you go, nade shot picking up that kill, making easy work of Vitality right now. And now you see a couple players for Vitality threatening that B flag again. So Scott, it has not slowed down just yet, but Optic managing to get a little bit of control at this point, and they do have an 11-point lead. Yeah,
and you can kind of tell from the spawns here, Risk is the only one in a position to do anything with B, but he cannot go by himself here. And Optic Gaming has 2 members down, and it's kind of funny how we've seen with the bans how things have changed. Now everyone running lightweights and marathons.
Here comes the 3-cap push, though, from Optic Gaming. They're getting very aggressive. They do have that neutralized A flag at the moment, and can they actually get this 3-cap? Nade shots going for it at the moment. One player threatening from the front. He gets taken down, but he actually had a teammate there supporting him, and now Vitality seeing that opportunity, jumping on that B flag. There's Scumpy coming back around, and now he's actually going to go for that capture, and he might just get it, Scott.
Yeah, and Broken's going to be the one going on B, and he's just going to be taken out instantly. We're going to switch over to Proof, and they're doing an excellent job. Even though they lost that battle, notice how they still hold map control. That's because of the group spawning here in COD Ghost after that initial patch.
Yeah, and see, now it's already a 28-point lead for Optic Gaming. That's already a massive lead with 2 minutes left to go, and the fact that they have 2 flags controlled still, Scott. So this immediately, this looks like Optic Gaming is just feeling very comfortable here in London. This is their first round that they've played here at Gfinity.
Yeah, and I think Vitality really just needs to try to go for a flip, and that's what we're seeing right here. They're actually going to attack the Optic Gaming home flag, as you can tell by your mini-map, and Broken's going to be the one who kind of leads this charge, so that's going to be one down. This is a big play for them.
Yeah, now they have 1 more player for Optic sitting back. They're actually going for the 3-cap here. I don't know if I really like that play, but Broken was going for the B flag by himself with the trophy system. His 2 teammates do manage to get the split now, so they have 2 flags controlled for Vitality, but again, they're pinned in here at that side, and there you see Gataga going down as well. Optic Gaming just sniffing that out beautifully, and now Vitality again on their heels having to push for that B flag.
And that's a really big heads-up play there by Optic Gaming. When you only have B flag, you kind of spawn in the middle of the map, so you have to work together as a team and say, okay guys, we're all pushing on C, and that is a great play by them.
Yeah, and now you have Proofy kind of alone here. He's getting pinched, he goes down. So 2 players down for Optic Gaming now, and Vitality does manage to stop the bleeding and gain that B flag control. And now for Vitality, you know, they really just need to slow down, in my opinion, just kind of gain a few points here, kind of curb a little bit of that Optic lead.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually necessarily a bad idea, especially since they're on, you know, this side. And Placer losing that battle with an AR very,
they're going for it, Scott. They're going for that 3-cap.
I don't think they necessarily have to do that, but I mean, anything's, I guess, salute. And that is a very fortunate spawn there from Carnage, as he's going to spawn right there with him on C. So they're going to be able to take this flag very, very quick here in the final 30 seconds.
Optic swarming around that B flag now, so you know it's really not, you know, it's not really a progressive move for Vitality right there. But nonetheless, they still hold 2 flags. They're going to kind of dwindle a little bit of that lead down from Optic Gaming, but 15 seconds left to go. Optic with a 24-point lead, and they're going to take your first half here
Yep, final 10 seconds here, and this is, you know, Optic Gaming came out so strong, and Clayster was using the sub, was using the AR at the beginning, then made the switch over to the sub, and I really think that helped with the pressure. As soon as you kind of lose control on sub dom, you always just want to keep the pressure on them.
Yep. Well, there you go. I didn't quite see the final score there, but it's going to be over a 20-point lead for Optic Gaming heading into the second half. There you see on the scoreboard, Scumpy 15 and 10 with 1 capture, Nadeshot 10 and 9. So, so solid performances out of them, and it's going to be a 25-point lead for Optic Gaming as we go into the second half.
Yeah, and you know, the player who I said really needed to step up in that game 3 is doing amazing right now for Optic Gaming. 13 and 13 for Gotaga and 3 caps. This is a great start, and they are going with their super aggressive right on B push again, but they do need to worry because the members of Optic Gaming are going to be coming from Nest and low.
Yeah, and there you go. There is some good cover coming out for Gotaga as he manages to push back out. That is a player top Nest. Gotaga sniffs that out. I believe that was going to be Scumpy. That's where he usually plays. Yes, it was. So Gotaga now is actually coming back. Got a good call out from his teammates, and there you go. They call him the French Monster, and he's showing right now that he knows how to play in a smart way, and that was a very nice heads-up move, but he gets taken down, and now Broken pushing the 3 cap immediately. He could actually get this flag cap. Optic kind of a little off guard. There is one player turning back on the minimap for Broken, but Broken just neutralizes it and gets away. One player for Optic on the B flag right now. Can that player from Vitality pick up the kill?
Broken actually has to get this because Scump's going to be taking their C flag, and he's going to go down. And Nadeshot's going to win a battle on B, and now they have just changed the tides immediately as now they made them neutralize C, and that forces all the members of Vitality to return back.
Yeah, but there's one player for Vitality on the A flag right now. He just gets taken down by Clayster. That was risking going for that flag capture. And now you see Nadeshot actually setting up here with one of his teammates. They're going to be looking to capture the C flag as well. So it looks like Clayster is sitting there with him. Nadeshot's going to be providing the cover in this situation. So let's see what goes down. And Nadeshot just does it to him right there. Big kill.
That is not good for the ego, and they're getting dominated right now. And look at this, Scump is going to be in a spot where he can actually hold off on a flag. So Nade's holding one flag, and Scump's holding the other, as finally is going to be cleaned up. Can Scump be able to push out there? His teammate actually was able to clean him up, so this is still looking very good for them.
Yeah, 3 minutes left to go. Now Optic's just really extending their lead now. By about 40 points, about 30, 37 points, 35 points. So, you know, this is where it starts to get out of hand. You know, you need 3 cap to register 36 points every minute. So Vitality really has to get control really quickly here if they want to expect to win this round. And now we see Gotaga pushing up. They do have that 2 flag capture. So Vitality certainly needs to go for that 3 cap at some point here to put points on the board.
Yeah, this is
big kill. Oh, he almost did it. Would have been a huge 3-piece there by Gotaga, but his teammate drops down. That's just a neutral flag. 5-second capture here coming in for Carnage. He's going to make that happen. And again, Vitality in still pretty good position to come back in this round. But Scott, they really have to make that push.
Yeah, and when do you call that though, Stro? When do you call the push? Do you do it at 2 minutes? Do you wait for 1:30? I mean, it has to be done, and 3 of them go down. This is not looking good. Optic Gaming almost putting the nail in the coffin there on that one.
They pretty much can do it right here, to be quite honest, if they hold these 2 flags for a little bit. They're actually got the neutral on the home flag as well. So a 34-point difference, 2 minutes left to go. It's not over yet, Scott, but certainly Vitality really has to get it together if they want to make this comeback.
Scump shooting out the knees of that player there is now he is just going to lock down the control room. There's only 1 player from Vitality even in a position to do anything, and this is just not looking good. Proof he's going to push the issue. He's going to get taken out as well, and now it's up to Clayster and Nadeshot.
Clayster goes down also, so now you have 2 players down for Optic, and you got to have Vitality capitalize on this situation. And there you can see Gotaga is making a move all the way around the map. He's going to be pushing around trying to flank Optic at green side here. Let's see what he can come up with. Picking up 1 kill right there onto Clayster and gets shut down by Nadeshot, so nothing really working there for Vitality, and pretty quickly here this is going to be over with.
Yeah, that was not good for them. I mean, they had a good trade going on there. They were trying to push it, but they lost B, and because they lost B, they were not able to do it as Scump's going to get taken out. But really, Optic Gaming looked very, very strong there, man.
Yeah, and if you're a mathematician, you know that about the minute mark, if it's more than a 36-point differential, the match is over, the round is over. And it looks like that's going to be the case. Optic Gaming is going to take map number 1 here in London in their first matchup of Gfinity versus Vitality.
Yeah, so in the final minute now, we will watch as Nadeshot will get 1. Can he make it 2? He does. And this is what we like to call padding the stats.
Yes, this is the pad the stats moment. And with all of the awesome media, you know, following our tournaments now, all of our events, they actually are reporting statistics, so this is where you get some of that garbage time statistics. All the players actually have some incentive to give it their all because everybody's watching.
I love the fact that Clayster has put away the AR for basically the entire second side. He's like, you know what, it's not working out for me. I can shoot with these guys. I'm going to push up. And to see AR players kind of get out of their comfort zone and use that sub and start running with players like Scump and going up against people like Eggs, it really just shows how comfortable they are in this game. Yeah,
not only that, but if you look at Proofy's score right now, you know, he's relatively even on the scoreboard. He's 20 and he's actually 18-22, so he's actually negative 19-22. So, but if you look at his captures, 6 caps for Proofy. He's doing objective work.
Yeah.
Optic Gaming willing to have their teammates do whatever it is they need to do to win. And Proofy taking that for the team right there, jumping on those flags. Nadeshot, on the other hand, 26-16 with 7 captures, big time score out of him. And Optic Gaming closes out Vitality, taking a 1-0 lead.
I'll tell you what, the route from Nadeshot where he's pushing into control and then coming down their stairs and just coming directly behind him, Vitality had no answer for that until Gotaga started doing it himself. And then we started to see Gotaga start doing a lot of runs there. So it's a really good play. I just think Vitality has their work cut out for him going into this Octane Search and Destroy.
Yeah, and it is Octane, isn't it? Yeah. So it's going to be a tough matchup for them, but this is where Vitality has to bring it back. They didn't manage to do it against Envy. You know, they let that S&D slip by them, and it turned into a 3-0 win for Envy. You know, if you want to gain momentum versus Optic right now, you really have to come in and win this matchup. Welcome back to London, Gfinity G3. We have Optic Gaming facing off versus France's Vitality. Optic Gaming taking out Vitality in round number 1. It was a sovereign domination. They lead the series 1-0. Okay, Scott, we got the wave going. I've got some retweets of the video of the wave. It was epic. But I know you all are football fans here, right? In Europe, football fans, everybody's a football fan, yeah? Yeah? Well, somebody tweeted at me and they wanted the Olay chant. Can we do that? Is that a boo or a yeah? You want to do Olay? I don't know. I'm not going to lead it, but you guys got to start it. No? Okay, I don't think the fans want to do the Olay
it's
chant.
okay. I got a sniper in the hands of Clayster.
We're going into the game. It doesn't matter.
It was a valiant effort, though.
Hey, it's up to them. I want them to have fun. All right, here we go. Clayster with that snipes. This is S&D on Octane, and look at what Clayster has in his sights already. He calls that out to his teammate Nadeshot. Nadeshot goes for it, but Clay in a great position still nonetheless. Picking up hit markers now. Proofy left alive in a 1v3.
Yeah, Proof does have a guy over here to the side. He's going to mantle, and now he's going to be taken out. Vitality came out strong. This is exactly what they needed to do, risking 3 kills there. And smoking that cross is like imperative when you go up against the top NA teams, because all top NA teams have a filthy sniper. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, you know, somebody like Clay. Clay gets a lot of picks on that cross. Very nice smoke out of Vitality. It seems like they might have done a little bit of their homework there, or at least had some team-coordinated strategy. So that's what they need to do here against Optic to stop the bleeding. And they did that there in round number 1. But again, now you see Gotaga on the other side coming around, picking up a big shot right there. That's going to be Scumpy. Big kill onto the main Slayer from Optic Gaming. Yeah,
and you see that's a little bit of the difference. Right there in that same scenario, last round, Clay could not see anything. So the tacticals always got to be put to use. And as we take a look at the minimap here, this is going to be Nadeshot. Nadeshot's going to be bottom broken in this 3v3. You're going to basically wait to see him kind of full flank all the way behind the members of Vitality. So there's a lot of pressure on him. So we're going to jump on board and see how he's going to pull this off.
Yeah, but Vitality does get the bomb down. Mega smoke coming out of them. Probably 3 or 4 smoke grenades on that B side. They do manage to get the bomb. So Nadeshot now with 30 seconds left on the clock. He's wrapping around. It's a 3 versus 3 at the moment. And Nadeshot picking up the snipes. Going to look long range for any picks on the backside of that B side. Doesn't see anything. He's got to go. 20 seconds left now. 2v2 as the kill feed lights up. Proofy picking up a kill there on Gotaga. And now Nadeshot really has to make some plays.
Hey, he spots one. There is going to be a 1v1, and the bomb's going to be down. This is going to be very tough for him to do this. And
he does get the kill.
Do it, though.
Yep, that's going to be a 2-0 lead here for Vitality, as Nadeshot doesn't have enough time to defuse that bomb. But nonetheless, good job shutting down all of those players so they don't get onto any sprees. And now you're going to be heading into round number 3, Scott.
Yeah, and you know, I think Vitality just getting that bomb down immediately is always going to be exactly how they want to play this. I don't think they can want anything else from them. So we're going to take a look here and see what the members of Optic Gaming plan on doing. Clayster switching it up here, and he spots a guy top on. He knew they were smoking it, so he goes, you know what, I'm just going to run an AR. It makes more sense.
Yeah, now Clayster, I think he's got locked on to this guy here on top pawn. So he knows he's there, and I think that guy top pawn for Vitality is still peeking Clayster, trying to figure out what's going down. And Nadeshot actually gets taken out by Broken. Broken pushing up with a sub, and now you see Optic getting the bomb down themselves. So let's see. I don't know. Maybe switch over to the Vitality side, so you can get this defuse off. It's 2 players down for Optic at the moment.
Yep, here's going to be Broken. Broken and Carnage working in tandem. Broken actually has to reload. His teammate's going to clean him up. All up to Clayster. Down he goes. Vitality goes up 3-0 in this search and destroy.
Well, now you see just Vitality streaking against Optic Gaming. I mean, these are big rounds out of them, and they're pretty fast rounds. There hasn't been really a whole lot of standoff or slow down. I mean, it's been go, go, go for both of these teams. Optic obviously putting the bomb down quickly right there, but doesn't pay off as all 4 players get taken out, and nobody on the Vitality side went down that round. So here we go, heading into round number 4. We're going to be on board with Gotaga.
I love this play. I love A. I love when teams push A. This is going to work out so well. They're going to smoke. All they're going to do is run into Nadeshot. Nadeshot's able to pick up 1, though, with the snip snap. He's going to be in the back, and he's going to go top Broken. So this push is going to be a little bit thwarted, and as you can tell by the minimap, Optic Gaming members are going to be pinching hard on Vitality. Yeah,
but then you have, I don't know what Gotaga, he seems a little indecisive right now, and he's going to be last alive. And there is a player for Optic right in front of him, and he isn't going to come through at the moment. So let's see, Gotaga knows he's around that spot, but they've located him, and he goes down. So Optic Gaming on the board now in this search and destroy, Scott.
Yeah, they needed to win that defensive round. I mean, they kind of let the other ones kind of slip from them, but that was exactly what they expected. That's what they needed as well. But I think Vitality running that A, if Nadeshot doesn't get that pick, then they probably get that bomb down. But Nadeshot getting that pick, you can't put a price on that.
Yeah, and that's his job, though. Optic playing that, you know, to strategies for him. And Nadeshot there watching the A side, that's his job. He manages to get that pick in the call out. That shuts down Vitality relatively quickly. So now it's 3-1 on the board, and we're going to be on board with Optic Gaming here as they are pushing up the back B side.
Yep, and there's just a firefight in the middle, and as we can tell by the minimap, Vitality pushing all the way around Strip. They're going to be able to enclose here on Vitality, on Optic, excuse me, very, very quick.
Yeah.
We do have Nadeshot sitting top Motel, though, so.
Yeah, and a lot of the American teams, you know, have been wondering how aggressive these guys play, and Pruthi just fired off an accidental shot. He's trying to bait him out now, but I don't think he meant to do that. And he's catching some fire from inside bottom of Motel here, and he's going to have to actually move out.
And Broken's going to be taken out, all up to Gotaga again. And he needs to just basically play with the clock now. He's got a lot of time to work with before Optic Gaming really throws this bomb down. But
yeah, but it's really funny how that worked out. Pruthi like fired on accident, it seemed, and then like just kept doing it to bait out Vitality, and it actually ends up paying off here as those players peak for Vitality. They get taken down, and now you're going to see Scumpy on your final kill cam here picking up that last kill for Optic. So now 3-2 in favor of Vitality after they took the first 3 rounds. They've given up the next 2.
Yep, and taking a look at the scoreboard, I mean, Nadeshot's really crept up there. He's now double positive, and he looks to keep that going. So we are going to take a look and see how Riskin plans on handling this bomb. I think that I just don't know if they're going to sit there and continuously smoke on B and just try to hop on it. I think they have to switch that up.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's what's working, though, and best opportunity for both of these teams right now. I mean, you saw that Optic was set up for that A lockdown, and now Riskin's actually just going for this bomb plant. He gets good smoke out of his team, and now you see it 3 versus 3. Bomb's going to be down for Vitality. Riskin's going to go top Motel here and see if he can actually stay alive. You got Carnage going down now at the hands of Scumpy. So Riskin's got to either try and play for a pick here or just stay alive, and now he's certainly got to just run, Scott.
Yeah, and he's got a guy actually coming up top Motel to his left, and he's got another guy in his right, all up to Broken with an AR. Spots one player, can't get the others, and now we are seeing as Optic Gaming is going to even it up at 3 apiece.
Yep, and there you're going to see Nadeshot getting the bomb defusal off.
Force free too, by the way, with points.
And he is certainly helping Optic out right now at 8-3. Clayster having a little bit of a rough game. He's 1-5, but nonetheless, it is all tied up right now in the search and destroy, 3-3, and you're going to see Optic Gaming playing from the offensive position.
It's so funny how just good Nadeshot's been. He just crept up there. You know, they were down 3-0, and he was kind of floating around the bottom, and now he's going to be working on being triple positive for his team. So things are definitely looking good for Optic Gaming here as it's all timed up.
There's a nice shot. Snipes out of Clayster on the kill feed. That's going to be Broken going down. So immediately an advantage now for Optic Gaming in this round. And they're trying to get that bomb down here at the B site. Now you see Nadeshot actually. He could be very aggressive and do a lot of damage if he decides to pop out here. Nope, picks up a kill. So very smart plays out Nadeshot. He's now 9-3. And that's going to be a 2 versus 2 situation as Nadeshot does go down. Riskin now jumping around the corner, firing some shots off. Optic does get the bomb down. It's a 1 versus 2 now. Riskin versus Scumpy and Clayster. Let's see if he can make it happen.
Oh, he's got his work cut out for him. Scumpy and Clayster, 2 veteran players, they are not going to push this bomb site. And Riskin's actually going to go around, and I don't think Clay's going to expect it. And Clay's going to turn, and he's going to shut him down. Going up 4-3, the second lead change of this search and destroy.
There you go. So 4 straight rounds out of Optic Gaming after Vitality takes the first 3. Who would have expected that? So now let's see if Optic can keep that spree alive or if Vitality can shut it down. And we're going to be headed into round number 8 here.
Yeah, and that was a big offensive round for them as well. We're going to jump on board with Gotaga to see what he is going to be doing. Last round on offense, he actually pushed with a silenced MTAR right into gas. Now it looks like he's going right back for the pick, and he spotted 1 player. Yeah,
there is 1 player bottom pawn, and that kind of distracted Gotaga from watching the cross, and there are 2 players for Optic Gaming making that cross over to the B site. So now Gotaga is kind of trying to figure out. He seems a little indecisive here in bottom strip with that sniper sometimes, but again, he's still playing safe, and there's 1 player he spotted over across the map. And there he's going to make the move, and Gotaga with a nice shot right there to pick up that kill. And now 2 players go down. Optic Gaming being very aggressive. Carnage going for the kills. Kind of went for the highlight reel play right there. Gotaga spots another one top broken. Top pawn, and he's going to be in a 1v2.
Yeah, that's a highlight play there. He spotted him. And he's going to go for it. Now it's going to be a 1v1. Nadeshot taking on Gotaga. And oh God!
You wild man, Gotaga.
That was
wild man. Clutching it with the snipes. And there you see Gotaga bringing it back. I believe he picked up 3 kills that round with the sniper rifle. And very nice heads-up play there at the end. Knowing where those 2 players are. Getting his scope in around the map.
Yep.
Great plays by Gotaga.
Well, that's the big thing, too. And, I mean, Optic Gaming has yet to switch to incog here on this search and destroy. And
well, yeah, they haven't done it.
Yeah, they've been just lighting up like Christmas trees for Gotaga sniper rifles.
Let's spectate Clayster right here. Clayster got the picks that have been setting up Optic, and look at this again. He's actually going to go for him, but look at this. Oh, Riskin making the play on Clayster, but Clayster went a little wider this round and manages to pick up that first kill again. So now you see Clayster getting shut down by Broken. Broken making the smart play, and Proofy answers back on the Carnage. So now Gotaga and Broken left alive for Vitality as Optic is pushing this B site.
Yeah, and Gotaga is basically sitting in the back of Diner here. He's trying to get an angle on this bomb site, and Optic Gaming saying, you know, we have a little bit of time to work with here. No need to get that bomb down right away, but they're definitely trying to figure out how they can do it. And just as I say that, we can start to see the members of Optic start to push out into the midfield.
And I think Scumpy was just trying to get a viewing angle there. Does take out a player that Nadeshot just ticks down, and then Scumpy picks up Gotaga. So Optic Gaming 1 round away here from taking a 2-0 series lead in London. We're here at Gfinity G3. If you're just joining us, we're live from the Copper Box Arena. We have a full packed group of stands here in front of us, Scott. An amazing crowd.
Yeah, and the big thing here, too, even if Vitality wins this, we will be seeing Optic Gaming have defense. So that's going to be huge. We're going to start on board here with Gotaga, and they're going to be going for an A push. This is a very ballsy call to do here in round 10, but I like it.
Yeah, and they got it. Optic has to know this is happening. Immediately they turn around.
Look at that.
That's
something's afoot.
Yes. Something is going on, guys, and that is going to be an A push from the Vitality squad. Clayster going down. Now those Optic players that did rotate, there was a pair of them that rotated around pawn side. Now the bomb does go down. They're going to spot that, but 1 player did rotate through strip. There's going to be a battle that's going to be coming up right now, and you know, Carnage has to win this for Vitality if they expect to move on here. And there you go, great play out of Carnage. Actually, Gotaga's got the snipes there in the strip battle, so that bomb is still down on that site, Scott. They have to get over to it now.
Yeah, they really got to start working their way over there. Carnage does have a guy in front of him. He's able to clean him up, all up to Nadeshot. 12-5, double positive, looking to end this for his team this round. Can he do it? It's a 1v3 scenario. He is, oh my sweet child of mine.
Oh God.
Oh God. Well, there's one, and he's going to be shut down. We are going to round 11. Vitality taking on Optic Gaming. Optic Gaming will be having defense.
And this is where heroes are made, Scott. Round 11 S&Ds.
Do they call the A push?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. If you're at Vitality right here, I mean, it just works for them, but they've also been successful with a B push as well. So they're kind of 1-1 on both sides, I believe.
Oh my God, they're going for an even ballsier play. Gotaga is actually going to silence his MTAR and push straight up into gas with a lightweight class, and he's going to get caught there, and he's going to get called out. And now Optic Gaming, you can just tell by the minimap.
But look at this. This is why they call him the French monster, because there are absolutely zero cares given right now. Gotaga is just moving. He has not stopped sprinting. And look at this. They have no idea where he is. He's going to pick up one. That's first blood for Gotaga. We're going to stay on his screen right now. This is the French monster at his finest. And he just opened up the game. There's 2 players down for Optic now. Scumpy and Nadeshot last alive. But they answer right back. So
Gotaga actually is going to be behind, or Nadeshot's going to be behind Gotaga, excuse me, and he should be taken out in the air in a second. And it's all up to Carnage, who's getting tagged up in the back. And down he goes!
He gets taken down, and that's going to be Optic coming back strong. Wow. And they're hyped in the booth right now. That's going to be a 6-5 win to Optic Gaming. They're going to take a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, but now as we're going to go ahead and hop straight into the action here. If you guys aren't familiar with Optic Gaming on the map Freight, Scumpy has his way with people. Yeah,
Scumpy is pretty much a, they call him the king. He calls himself the king and, self-declared the king. He is the king of Freight.
Yeah, he just understands this map. It's one of his favorite ones just because of all the gunfights he can force. And already he's going to push up there. He's going to have a one-on-one fight for this gap, and he's going to get shut down there. And now we're going to switch on board here to Nadeshot. Nadeshot, notorious for being one of the most sneaky players here in Blitz. And this whole push got thwarted, and now we're seeing Clayster, who's going to be basically playing an AR role, but with the sub here on Freight.
Yeah, and he gets taken down now as well. So Vitality holding up pretty strong there in mid-map. They haven't lost control just yet. Scumpy, had a good push off the break, but he goes down early. And now you see Broken pushing up with a teammate. Let's see if Vitality can actually make a push here. They have to be confident in their gunfights moving up against the map against Optic. That's something that they're going to have to do to win this map.
Yeah, well, I really like the fact that Vitality is actually pushing out the crates. You always want to keep pressure on the crates because once you start getting kills, they're going to spawn your enemy in the back white. And Broken has one, can't make it two, and now it's all up to Carnage, who's going to get shut down. And now we're going to jump on board here with Clayster, as we were saying, the Optic Gaming
I'd actually like to jump on board with Proofy if you don't mind. Proofy, and something else that we got to mention is that Scumpy, he plays great on Freight, but Proofy is a mastermind as well. Proofy can single-handedly win matches for Optic.
There
you go. Nadeshot being sneaky. And that's how this Optic team works so well together. You have Optic Proofy, you have Optic Scumpy. Those guys just making plays and killing people all over the map. And then Nadeshot can just get a free pass and run through and get a capture anytime he wants.
Yep, and now Proofy and the rest of the Optic is completely turtled up here, relying solely on everyone to win their gunfights, and they're just going to be able to clean out Vitality all up to one member, which is going to be Riskin. Proofy shuts him down, and now they are going to start the cycle again as he's finally going to be cleaned up, jumping on board with Clayster.
Yeah, and I'd like to watch Proofy as much as possible when he spawns back in, just because I have a feeling he's just about to go off. When Proofy gets the other team in the spawn trap, it's so brutal, but right now Clayster's actually doing some work in the middle of the map, but you see Clayster, like he's not really going to push this, right? He gets those 2 kills, but he kind of holds his position. Throws the best grenade of all time right there and just keeps on going.
Yeah, if you're Eli Manning. Clayster's going to get taken out here, jumping back on board with Proof. The young Usher, as I like to call him, gets 1. Can he make it 2? He has the ability to do it, and he's just going to be shut down just a little bit. I'm going to switch over to Vitality for a little bit and see how they plan on breaking out of this, as Optic's going to deliver yet another cap, and that's going to be a nice 2-piece there for Broken.
Yeah, so now 2-0 the lead for Optic Gaming, and they're actually doing a great job of holding Scumpy down. He's now 4-8, so if they can continue to do that, meanwhile putting in a couple captures, then this could be Vitality showing up pretty strong here in this blitz.
Yep, and Gotaga is actually going to try to be pushing around the back. Excuse me, that was Riskin. And now it's all up to Riskin to push out. And Optic Gaming's been turtling so efficiently that they've been able to get map control. And that's something we don't see very often at all on Freight Blitz.
Yeah, no, Optic's actually playing this very smart. Now you see Scumpy coming through with a big 2-piece, and anytime Scump gets a little angry because he's not at the top of the scoreboard, he starts to light it up. So 7-9 now for Scump. He's certainly made his way back. There is a player there for Vitality threatening the Optic capture point, and now you see Scumpy going in. he can't make that two-piece happen. But now you see Optic putting another capture on the board while we were looking at that.
Yeah.
It is now 3-0, a minute and 15 seconds left. But I do like the strategy out of Optic right now. They're actually not giving Vitality anything, but they're also not being overly aggressive. So now they have that 3-0 lead on the board, and that's where you want to be.
Yep, and Broken's just going to get outshot there, and Nadeshot 3-7, make that 4-7, but he has 2 captures.
And finally, Vitality gets on the board, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, it was due. They've been doing so well, and 9 times out of 10, when you're pushing on the enemy's base, you're going to get a flag, a cap, and they haven't been able to do it. So things are starting to click here for this Vitality squad.
Yeah, now you see Nadeshot being sneaky again. He's going underground, but there is a player meeting him there. That's going to be Gataga from Vitality, risking picking up a kill in the feed as well. Now that's 4 down for Optic Gaming. Nadeshot spawning back in, but certainly, here we go. Optic's got to be very careful right now. Broken going for the spawn trap on Optic. Can he actually make the plays? One player for Optic going top freight carts. And let's see, this is going to be a little bit of pouring on from Vitality. Optic actually, they're trying to overextend right now and go for a capture instead.
Yeah, they elected to go for the overextend, but the members here of Vitality are back, and now it's going to be Riskin. Riskin has a chance. 3 seconds. He might be able to bring this home and tie the game, and he does. 4-4 going into side 2. If this is a tie,
yeah, this is.
Yeah, that's.
This is getting pretty intense, but hats off to Vitality right there for setting up that spawn trap. They did it effectively too. So they get 4 players from Optic down, and many times you'll see teams try to set up that spawn trap and just fail and only get 1 capture out of all 4 down. And you know, Vitality took full advantage of that. Only Broken, I think, was laying on the capture point, trying to get that one of those last points or captures in, and he just couldn't manage to do it. He got shot off. Heads up play out one of the Optic members. I didn't see who it was, but nonetheless, 4-4 headed into the second side, and we're going to be on board with Proofy.
Yeah, Proofy and Clayster together, 27 kills and 2 caps. They are really pouring it on. Let's see how Proofy goes here. And a lot of people prefer to actually attack the crates on this map, so Optic Gaming might be a little bit more at home, and that's going to be 3 members down for Vitality already. Make that all 4. Proof is going to be on the board instantly.
Yep, and Proofy with the heads-up play realizes his teammates got him. They got you, bro, and he's just going to run that in. So great cap out of Proofy, and now you're going to see Proof set back up here in the middle of the map. And this is what I'm saying, you know, Scott, both you and I are saying it right now. Normally, Proofy would just keep running across the map, but no, he's setting up in a good vantage point to pick up those kills. And you see him picking up 2 right there. Can he pick up a 3rd?
He's going for this? He's crazy.
Yeah, well, he's tagged up right now. He's got to be careful because only a couple shots are going to take him down, but he's enough of a distraction for his teammates to pick up both of those kills. That's 3 down now for Vitality. Optic looking strong.
Dude, Optic Gaming's doing this very efficient turtle. They're just sitting in their base, but they're always managing to get 1 person out to get into midfield. Here comes another cap. We're going to jump on board with Nadeshot now, who is in a spot to really just get yet another one here. This is going to be 7-4 in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, look how sneaky he's being. See, he's just making sure that they ran out, and boom, another capture for Nadeshot.
Yeah, he was just in there cleaning the toilet, getting a good eye.
Yeah, and that's what Nadeshot does, man. I mean, that's all he needs to do in this position. The guy's playing amazing in S&D. He's basically carrying his team. But on this map, you know, his teammates are carrying him in the slaying department. All he has to do is just jump into the capture points. So that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, he's 6-12, but no, he doesn't even care. Boom, another capture, no problem.
Well, they actually end up trading here. Nadeshot's going to come back after capping, and now they do actually have to be a little bit worried because the members of Vitality are setting up a Congo line here in the Optic base as finally they have control of it, and now they'll be able to make another push out.
Yeah, now Nadeshot actually put some shots in across the map, and there's a player pushing over to red for Vitality, and now you see Nadeshot going down the center of the map. He gets taken down, but Clayster's got his back right there, shutting down any of those Vitality players pushing on red side. There's one more. Clayster picks him up, and now another Vitality pushing that lane. So it looks like Vitality is desperately trying to get red control here and push that side of the map.
I kind of want to stay on board with Scump just for a bit to see what's going on with him. This is probably the lowest kills I've ever seen on a Scump on Blitz Freight ever.
Yeah, this isn't really working out for him. He gets tagged and naded right there. So now you see that Proofy's trying to go in for a capture. He gets taken down as well. This could actually be very bad news for Optic Gaming right now if they don't manage to thwart the next line of Vitality players. So let's see how it pans out.
Yeah, now we're going to switch over to Broken and Vitality. You know, they do a good job at clearing Optic out, but they have a hard time winning these mid-battle. And just like that, I mean, Broken win a huge 2-piece.
Yeah, they just won that mid-battle.
Yeah, sentences are fun and words are cool.
So here we go, Broken now picking up.
I gave up like mid-word. I was just like, I'm stupid.
Oh, broken. No,
Oh.
broken. Doesn't manage to make it go, but now you see it's going to be 9-8.
These are huge battles.
Yeah, this is Vitality taking the lead right here, Scott. So Gataga going off. I mean, that's what we're talking about. When Gataga starts going off, you got to watch out. Minute 30 left in this game. It's so close. Scott, I don't know who to call.
I don't either, but Riskin is able to get one, and I really like this play. He has a one-on-one here. He has to win this battle, and Scump's going to shut him down. Thwarts that attempt, and now, you know, it gets, when it's close, it gets so dicey because it's hard to decide if you want to overextend or not.
But here comes Optic, so strong right now. Proofy picks up a big kill, one more, and that's going to be huge for Optic Gaming. They're still making that push. He's got a teammate in tow. He does get taken out. And, oh, Nate Shot goes down as well, but Optic's so close to taking the lead right here. Clayster gets taken out as well. Scumpy last alive here in middle map. Oh. He's going to be making a push, but now Vitality looking very strong. It's 9-9, 50 seconds left on the clock. Vitality looking like they're going to do it right here. Can they take the lead?
Look at this.
Broken going for that spawn trap.
Oh, Broken's going to go for the cap here, and that's going to put Optic Gaming in a spot where they say, okay, guys, we got to pour it on. And you can just tell from the middle of the map, Optic Gaming is going to swarm this base. We're going to jump on board with, that's going to be Clayster. See how he does. Has one. Can he make it two? He's going to get stopped right before the goal line. And now we have Proof trying to be a little sneaky kitten, and I don't know if this is going to happen.
The beeps have started on the clock. 17 seconds left to go. It is tied. Proofy now looking to be the hero. He can actually do this right now. Jumping in, gets around all of them. 8 seconds left on the clock. And this one looks to be all over as nobody from Vitality is really threatening at the moment. 1 second left. And Proofy's the hero for Optic Gaming as they close out Vitality here in London. 3-0.
That is a very ballsy play there from Proofy, but my God, that is how you play it.
But I think Vitality just completely ruined that one for themselves. They had nobody watching that backside of the capture point. They thought they were safe, but Proofy just made dreams work right there.
Yeah, he did.
He really did. And honestly, you know, you gotta hate that. You gotta hate that if you're Vitality, that somebody didn't manage to pick up that spot.
Well, that's exactly kind of how we saw against Envy. You know, they just had a couple little mental mistakes, and they like tried to turtle at the end, but they weren't watching all the possible entry points. Like, that is insane. But taking a look at the kills here, Proof by far MVP of game number 3. 28 kills, 20 deaths, and 5 caps. That
and the hero moment too.
Yeah, and the hero moment.
So
yeah,
you got to give
that. That does help.
Yeah.
But and then Clayster 27 and 24. Nade Shot doing exactly what he has to do here on Blitz. Just get the caps, try to be sneaky, and you'd be amazed what that does to the opposition when you always have to worry about a player sneaking behind you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's going to be it for me today, casting in the booth. But you know what? I got to give you some love one more time. The crowd here has just been amazing.